Sim Update 16 Beta for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 and a big improvement to Navigraph, specifically SimBrief side, for your flight planning. Stick around. If you are interested in any of my tutorial guides for Microsoft Flight Simulator or simply interested in supporting the channel, consider joining me on Patreon. Patreon subscribers level tier 2 and above have access to all of my guides as well as any future guides that come down the road. Patreon link can be found in the description below. All right, folks, so almost a year since the last sim update for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, and we now have a new one in beta. And Xbox users, you should be happy because this one really points a lot at you and then everybody else. But the performance side and stability side points at you, as you guys can probably already see on the screen. So let's talk about a real high-level overview of what Sim Update 16 Beta is bringing to the sim. Again, this is Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. So what do we have? You have improved memory management on Xbox Series S and the Xbox Series X. Now, I do have the S. I went ahead and checked it out. As far as I can tell, I mean, it seems great. I don't have anything to reference it on, though. So I decided that moving forward, I've gotten a lot of asks about the Xbox, so I'm going to try to sort of integrate a little bit more into the Xbox. I gotta warn you guys, I'm gonna do this from a performance standpoint, but it won't be a whole lot of content coming from it'll be more of my personal information coming from the Xbox. But I'm a simmer, guys, and for me, simming is PC. Like, it's just, that's where it's at. You know, I mean, you can do racing and things like that, I guess, but for me, simulation equals PC. So we have fixed bugs on time zone system. Now, this one, I'm kind of curious where this one comes from. So the reason why this is kind of a good thing for all parties involved is, like, for example, one of the issues that my understanding was causing the loading delay in 2024 was an issue with the time zone registrations. So that could help. But the thing I do like is, in addition, data is now more accurate. Countries, coasts, and borders, islands, etc. So I would also assume that live weather hopefully is also something. They didn't specifically mention it, but I do hope the live weather and, you know, sunlight, etc. like that should be a bit more adjusted. You have multiple aircraft updates, actually some pretty significant ones. You guys can feel free to pause and read the screen here as I go through these. I'm not going to go through the details, but Longitude, one of my favorite aircraft, we're going to be flying that this week for sure. Major update. I would say it's a pretty significant update. Nothing that's going to be crucial in the aspect of how you fly. Well, actually, I don't know if that's true. The auto throttle is a pretty big one, honestly. Auto throttle is a pretty big one, as well as pitch and climb limit indicators. That's pretty nice too. Because the thing about the Longitude, dude, that aircraft will let you take it straight to the stars if you let it. That thing will go damn near vertical. So the TBM 930 received quite a bit. G1000 coming into the avionics side. G1000, G3000 series got a massive update. The G3X Touch got a very significant update. GNS 430, 530, I do want to see these. Fixed exceptions when loading helipad. I'm not worried about that. Fixed handling heliport elevation. Okay, so we're back to the heliport. Fix an issue where one-way leg of departure and arrival procedures could be duplicated in the flight plan. I have seen that, actually. I actually didn't realize that was a bug. Cool. Yay! Fix an issue where some approaches added to the flight plan could have improper connections. I have seen that, yes. I thought that was just a limitation of the 530. The Primus Epic 2.0 integrated avionics system. Remember when they first talked about, I want to say this came out before 2024, they had talked about the Primus integration. The Primus is a whole different kind of navigation system, so it's pretty impressive. And, Working Title, they're the ones really behind this one. So if Working Title's got their name on it, it's going to be badass. Like, I got to give them that. Same with the Seabass or S-Bass. I can't remember the hell what it's called. There was a nickname for it that I saw. The Seabass isn't right. That's a fish, in case you're wondering. And then nav data. Improved handling of the nav data and runways that do not exist in the sim. So I know that's been a big one. That's been a big argument and contention point for a lot of people. So hopefully that solves a lot of this issue. The resolution is now only done after all scenery layers are loaded, and only transitions will be removed after the full process where procedures possible. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Fixing an issue where air pores used as waypoints in instrument procedures contains region prevented them from loadable using the ICAL. Okay, cool. So pretty significant updates, some good quality of life. I would say that avionics received the biggest updates and a couple of aircraft. The avionics and the Longitude are the ones that really are going to see this. But Xbox users, I know you guys are always going, everyone forgets about us. Hey, first update in a year. The Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, I think last saw an update in either May or March of 2024. So it's been a long time. So first update that rolls around, you guys get some love. If you are looking for a well-performing and affordable head and eye tracking solution that works with both webcams and cell phones, then Beam Eye Tracker is the software for you. Beam Eye Tracker boasts a very simple setup and a very large list of customization options that make setting the both eye and head tracking to your desire. The eye tracking makes it very easy to glance down at gauges or look up at mirrors or maybe look over at your wingman when flying in formation, while being able to customize the head tracking to be able to turn your head as far as you wish and possibly be looking behind you at the same time. Beam Eye Tracker currently supports over 200 games and simulators natively, and a vast larger amount in conjunction with the freeware software OpenTrack. Beam Eye Tracker can be purchased on either Steam or on their website for only $30 US, making it one heck of a bang for your buck. They also offer a free demo on Steam if you wish to try it before you buy it. Pick up your copy of Beam Eye Tracker using the link down in the description below. Now, let's talk about the next piece of this, Navigraph. Navigraph has released a really awesome addition to SimBrief, and that is weather avoidance and planning. Essentially is what this is. So you guys can see these are all storm cells here is what all this red is. Now you have storm cells, you have turbulence sectors, things like that that can all be reasons to cause a diversion or an alternate route or a change in the route. You guys feel free, the link to this will be down in the description below. You guys feel free if you want to click on this and you want to read this for yourself. But essentially what now is happening is now, so here is the SimBrief as it is prior to this update. You would make a route and it could potentially put you, if your airway goes through this storm, SimBrief's going to take you right through the storm. Okay, here's essentially what is happening now. You can see that now, this was the initial route. Now we're being navigated around the system. Like there's another system here. You got some turbulence, and then a major storm system up in here. And so now it literally takes us all the way around it. I think that's a mild turbulence cell, but still, I mean, you know, you're going to have some of those. So really, really awesome. Now, ETOPS areas, same thing. Check it out. We're going to have the same kind of thing. So instead of having that direct route, now once again, it's going to take us all the way up and around. And it even gives you some explanations as to why some of this is happening. So that's pretty awesome. So we have a brand new route calculating engine for SimBrief. You have avoiding predefined areas, honoring the ETOPS, right? Making sure that the ETOPS sector is actually, or ETOPS negotiation is actually being honored. Okay, and the whole point of that is to make sure that you always have a place to safely land the aircraft. Should you lose an engine, you know, in the middle over the Atlantic is probably not the best. Going over somewhere like Greenland or something like that, probably a better way to go. Easily add oceanic tracks. Okay, instant map previews. You can now choose specific SID or stars. Pick exactly which ones you want from the drop-down list. I love that. Awesome, especially if you know the route that you're wanting to go through. So that's a very nice feature. And SID and star visualization. They've actually broken that down so you can see exactly how the route is going to play out before you hit the generate flight button. You got a flight history overhaul. When viewing history of flights, flight plan revisions are now grouped together to reduce clutter. Love it. Extended aircraft options. More options can be customized directly from the flight options page, including equipment codes, PBN capabilities, and more. Easier equipment editing, and more. So, like, they have got to be, like, just some of the most badass coders here who work over at Navigraph. Between Navigraph and the guys over at Asobo these days, but Navigraph's just shined from the start. Navigraph and SimBrief both when they were separate, right? So, Anyway, that's the highlight of today's updates. I wanted to share that with you guys. I do also want to remind you guys, if you guys are interested in purchasing any of my guides, you now can do that via the Patreon shop. You no longer have to subscribe. So I do have 13 full flight guides currently on Patreon. There was a bug that was preventing me from, according to the POH and the procedures, there was a bug that was preventing me from launching the Learjet guide. I believe, I did a test flight last night. I believe that has finally been resolved, so I will have that guide joining, making it guide number 14, and then the CJ3 Plus will be our next tackle. And I can tell you that I've already completed multiple flights in that aircraft, and it looks solid and ready to roll. So we're going to jump all over that one next. So if you guys are interested in any of those, or just interested in supporting the channel, please consider jumping on over to Patreon. It really does help me out, helps my kids. Like, I don't just use it to play with. You literally help me live my life. So thank you. I love you all. To the subscribers and viewers, same goes to you guys. As always, stay safe and healthy. I'll see you in the next one.